Okay, John, can you still see the slides? Jessica, you can. Okay. So welcome everyone to our What is Coaching opportunity call or webinar here. I am Coach Greg Armfield. I am the founder of our team, Team Engage, and our team consists of lots of other teams. So if your coach, has a different team name, that's okay. They're still part of our team. I live in Leesburg, Virginia. I'm a husband and father of 2 teenage daughters. Actually, my oldest is 21 now. She just turned 21 this month. And I am also a full-time Beachbody coach. So I didn't start that way. I started just like everyone else. I started as a customer of Beachbody. I found my coach and I ended up starting with P90X and I lost 40 pounds, and I got off blood pressure medication, and I started drinking Shakeology because there was nothing else that compared to it that was on the market, and I knew that I needed the nutrition and the help with the weight loss. So I knew I definitely wanted to become a coach for the discount, as well as to start helping other people get the amazing results that I got. I just started inviting and running challenge groups and sharing on social media, and it just grew every single day. This business grew for me, and eventually, I started getting my car payment paid for, and then my house payment paid for, and eventually I got started making more at this part-time hobby that I had than I was making in my corporate IT job, where I was making 6 figures a year. So I decided to walk away from the corporate life, and now I am a full-time Beachbody coach. And I will show you some of my earnings here in a minute. But like I said, I was able to retire after 22 years, and now I'm my own boss, and I set my own hours, and I control my own schedule. And I'm loving it. It has totally changed my life. And I've been a coach since 2011, so 6 years now. So why should you become a coach? So like I mentioned, you can save 25% on everything that you buy from Team Beachbody. So if you are drinking Shakeology, you can save $32.50 a month on Shakeology alone. And if you're having other supplements like the performance supplements, or you're buying 3-day refreshes or programs, you can save 25% on all that as well. So it's definitely worth it if you are a good customer of Beachbody, because you are definitely going to save money, and it makes financial sense. The other reason, like I mentioned, was coaching helped me stay accountable, and it can help you stay accountable, because I knew if I could help just one person, that I knew that I would stay accountable, and I would not, fall off, this diet exercise wagon that I was on, like all the other programs that I have been on previous to Beachbody. It's like I had done Weight Watchers in the past, or I had gone to the gym, or I had tried this diet or that diet, and I never stuck with it. So I knew that if I became a coach and I could start helping other people, that would help me stay accountable. And I'm sure it will do the same for you as well. The other reason is to become part of our community. We have an awesome team of coaches. We support each other. We love each other. We are great friends. We travel together. We do team calls together like this every single week. So, if you want to be part of a community of supportive people, who can, probably will become some of your best friends, then you definitely want to join, our team of coaches, because it can definitely change your life too. obviously we all want to help people, right? I mean, if you have a servant's heart and you love to help people and you get paid for it as well. So, I mean, why not? I mean, we're not Mary Kay. We're not, selling makeup. We're not, selling Tupperware, or things like that people really don't need. We are offering health and fitness. We are offering the opportunity for you to help people change their lives and potentially save their lives. I can tell you that I've helped so many people over the years, probably thousands of people. I've helped people lose 100 pounds. I've helped people get off of drugs. I've helped people stop smoking. I've helped people lower their cholesterol and their get off blood pressure medication like I did. So, I mean, the things that we are able to help with is just mind blowing. So here's the slide that I was referring to, and now this slide is kind of puzzling to me because this is a little different than.
I think that's Brian's slide from last time.
Okay, so this is Brian's slide. I was wondering why the numbers were different. So I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
This is one of my personally sponsored coaches' income, right, over February of the past 5 years. And you can see how his income has grown. And for Elena, who's on the phone, I can just read it to you. So in February of 2013, that was when he first started, he made $74 that month. Okay, so $74 doesn't seem like a lot of money, right? But you'll see how it grows. So in February of 2014, he made $1,420. So I don't know what that is. It's at least 1,000% increase. And then February of 2015, he made $2,213. So he doubled it again. And then February of 2016, he made $5,700. And then February of 2017, he made $8,100. So you can see how this business can double, triple, quadruple, even higher, can even, what other job is what I'm trying to say. What other job could you possibly get in, or what other business could you possibly start where you're going to quadruple your income every single year? I mean, you could start a Chick-fil-A franchise, okay? And that would probably cost you, I don't know, $500,000 or at least a couple $100,000 to start it, right? And I can guarantee you that you're probably going to be working for 10 years just to pay back that initial investment that you made. And there's no way that it's going to, your income in that business is going to triple, quadruple every single year like a business like this can, or has the opportunity to, right? The thing that we want to mention is the Beachbody, the thing that they tell us that we have to say is, the income is not guaranteed, right? I cannot guarantee you that you're going to come in and, make, whatever, $1,400 in your first, every month, after a year. But I can tell you that, it is based upon your skill level, your diligence, how hard you work at it. It's based upon your effort, right? You have the opportunity to do this like so many other coaches are doing currently, but it really depends on you, and Beachbody cannot guarantee any level of success or income. Okay, so there's 3 types of coaches. You might be thinking, oh, well, I don't care. I don't want to run a business. That's fine. You can just be a coach for the discount. right? There's plenty of people who are just in it for the discount. They want to save that 25% on everything they're buying. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing that's required of you. Like, I'll say it again, there's absolutely nothing that's required of you except that you pay your coach fee every month, which is $15.95. So that's like a Costco membership. And I kind of refer to, those type of coaches, those discount coaches, as preferred customers, because that's what you are. You are a preferred customer, just like a Costco member, okay? And that's fine if you want to be a preferred customer. Because even with the coach fee, you're still saving $16 a month on Shakeology every month. The second type of coach is a hobby coach, and that's a person that just wants to, refer people. Maybe people see your results. Maybe people ask you what you're doing, and instead of referring them to your coach, you can now just refer them to Beachbody, and you can make a 25% commission off of everyone that you refer. Okay, if you refer 3 people to start drinking Shakeology every month, well, yours is essentially paid for. So it's a great deal. It's a great hobby, and it's a great way to get your products paid for. The last type is the business builder. Now, that's the person that actually wants to earn income at this. It doesn't mean that you're a full-time coach like me. It just means that you want to help people. You actively want to help people. You want to run challenge groups. You want to share what you're doing, and you want to earn money at this. So if you want to be a business builder, we want to work with you. Okay, so everybody asks, is this a pyramid scheme? People will tell you, you don't want to get involved with that. That's a pyramid scheme. Well, it's not true. A pyramid scheme is illegal. A pyramid scheme offers no product. Basically, all a pyramid scheme is trying to get people to sign up under you, where they have to pay some, typically $500 to $5,000 to join this scheme. And then everybody above you, who got in before you, makes money off of you joining this scheme, and there's no actual products or anything else, So that's not what Beachbody is, right? We are a legitimate company. It's a network marketing company, right? So we network with other people in our circle, right? People who are friends of ours. We recommend products. We make commissions off of that, right? We help people in their journey by getting them involved in challenge packs or in challenge groups, and offering them solutions to their problems. So we don't make any money off of you by you signing up as a coach, right? So I mean, there's really nothing that we get out of that unless you start producing, right? If you start making money yourself, then your sponsor will get a bonus out of that. They'll get a team bonus from your effort. So that's the way it works. I'll turn it over to Ariel.
Hi. So my name is Ariel. I grew up in California, but I now live in Amityville, New York. And my little fun fact is I live right down the street from the Amityville Horror House. I am a personal trainer, a diet and nutrition advisor, and I also do Beachbody live classes. So I own my own little studio at my house, and I do some training in there. My husband is with the NYPD. He actually graduates on the 30th. We're very excited. About a year ago, I left my corporate job to pursue this full time. So my goal is to eventually sort of dissolve my live classes and my personal training and do just Beachbody full time. And I really want to retire my husband. He's fully not on board, but that's my goal. So I'm a little bit different in terms of what you need to be as a coach. So I am a personal trainer. I have all these other certifications, but that's not required. I did that because I loved the whole concept. I loved the idea. And I knew that when I was getting started, I needed to supplement the Beachbody income. So I got all of these other things, but all sort of in the same world. And so it's not required. You don't have to teach live classes. You don't have to have a personal training certification. You don't have to have ever really stepped foot in a gym, really. You don't need any sales experience either. You can just be anybody. You can be anybody you want. But what you do need to be is somebody who is passionate about the products. You use the products yourself so that you can openly and honestly share your experiences with them. So that's really all the training you need in terms of Beachbody products, because you give people your personal experience with it. You have to be committed to improving yourself. I think that's probably my favorite part of the business. We spend a lot of time talking about and working on what's called personal development. And before all of this, I used to think that that was so like weird and silly, and my mom used to read personal development all the time, and I teased her mercilessly. And then I picked up my first personal development book, and I was like totally sold. So not only do you get to help people be better versions of themselves and to be healthier, but you also along the way are becoming a better version of yourself. And there's a lot of emphasis put on that. And I think that's awesome. I think you don't really get that anywhere else with any other company. No. And the benefits of being a coach they're amazing. So there are loads of different things you can get. They do, if you hit what's called Success Club every month, so if you help 3 to 5 people, each month they have a little, like a prize they give you. So it might be something like a personal development seminar, or they'll give you, I think this month it's a trial or a sample pack of the performance line. Sometimes they do bobbleheads. Actually, I got this neat little cup as a little mug as one of the prizes. You also get, they do trips regularly. They do what's called a Success Club trip. Last year it was a cruise. Upcoming, the people are going to Punta Cana to a full resort. So the trips are great. And then as you grow in the business, sort of depending on where you are, last year the top 10 coaches went to Bora Bora, which I was very jealous of. You also get to set your own hours. So like I said, I do my training here, and then in between my classes and in between my clients, I get to decide how much time I spend working my business and talking to other people. You have the benefit of doing this almost completely online. Majority of my clients I work with online. They don't live anywhere near me. They live all over the country. So you don't have to, go to the grocery store and hand out pamphlets or anything crazy like that. And you just share how passionate you are about the company and the products, and that's how you pull people into you. So the flexibility is probably I don't know, I keep saying this is the best part, this is the best part. It's a bunch of great parts. But there was a woman that I heard speak. She runs her business in line at the grocery store. So all you really need is 10 minutes here and there. So easy, very flexible. And then what we do as coaches, like I said before, there's a lot of personal development, which is great. Most people read, 10 to 60 minutes a day, a personal development book, or you listen to it on audio. You do the workouts yourself. You drink the shake. You talk to your friends and family about the success that you've had. And one of the fun parts of it is that you run what's called a challenge group, and you just get a bunch of people together who are doing the products as well, and you have like your own little private group where you go through the workouts. People could be doing the same workout or different workouts. You drink the shake together. You post pictures of your delicious food and your sweaty selfies, and you just share with the world how awesome it is and how much fun you're having.
Okay, Jessica.
Hi guys, so my name is Jessica and I have been a coach for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years at the end of this summer. I am a lifetime diamond coach, which we can get into later. That's not really anything that you have to be worried about now. I am a wife and a mom of a awesome husband and a super duper daughter. She's a teenager, so that comes with lots of fun times these days. I am a full-time Beachbody coach, but I do only work part-time hours, which I love. I had worked for the local government here. I had a county job that I quit and came home and work my Beachbody business now. It is my sole income, so I consider myself a full-time coach, but I spend about 4 hours a day coaching. And I became a coach because I really was kind of in a spot in my life where I needed something that was going to bring me a little bit more purpose to what I was doing. All of the jobs I had ever had, and I had had a lot of them, were really unfulfilling. And I just was kind of not happy with life. And coaching and helping people, the idea of that really kind of lit a spark in me, and something that I actually didn't even know that was there. And so it's been an awesome, awesome addition to my life. And some of the goals that I have with my coaching career are to be able to, my husband is in construction and he is almost 50. So that's not going to be fun and easy for him as he gets older. So I want for us to not have to rely solely on him being out in the summer heat, and working with his hands. So as he decides not to do as much of that, I want to be able to pick up that slack for us. And I want to be able to give my daughter everything that my parents were able to give me and my husband's parents were able to give him. I want to just have the option to always say yes. I know it's not always good to say yes, but I want to have the ability to say yes every time I want to. So a lot of times people, when they're thinking about coaching, they want to know what is required, how much time, like what is this going to take? How much time do I need to put in to be a coach? And that's really all up to you. And it's dependent upon the level of success that you'd like to have. You can be successful in this business and only put in an hour or two a day. It needs to be a focused hour or two, but it is possible. So the amount of time required is really up to you. And it doesn't have to be like, where the heck am I going to spend 2 hours to sit down and have nobody interrupt me? The best thing is that that's not required. It can be 20 minutes, wake up 20 minutes earlier, get in a chunk there. You can work a chunk on your lunch from work. You can put in a chunk of time after the kids go to bed. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you can work your business during naps. You throw on whatever the new movie is. I know Frozen's not the big one these days anymore. Mine's 15, so I'm just not in that world anymore. I don't remember what they are. But they're pockets. We all have pockets of time that we can spend differently. So it's totally doable, and you can put in as much time as you want or as little as you have. Oh my goodness, do you have to sell? If you did, I would not be a coach, because honestly, I can't stand salespeople. Who likes going to buy a car, right? I had a couple of other sales jobs in the past, and they are not fun. And it comes with such a bad rap that that's such a huge hurdle to overcome to begin with. And so what I really love about Beachbody is that it's not something that I'm trying to sell that I don't believe in to other people. I'm actually in it. I'm drinking Shakeology. I am doing the workouts. I'm being the example and sharing about that. I share about that regularly on social media, and that's what draws people to me. So I'm not out there, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to come join me? Come join me. Come join me. That's disingenuous. I don't know that that's really a word, but as long as you're just sharing your story, your enthusiasm, you're inspiring people along the way, you're able to accomplish your goals without being a salesperson. Where do you find people that are interested? And I know that most people, they say, I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who would want to get fit with me. You would be surprised. Almost everybody has 100 friends. And whether you think you do or not, you just have to. And when you become a coach, we give you kind of a list to run down things. It's called the memory jogger, to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I never thought about my hairdresser, or the lady who cuts my dog's hair, or my daughter's best friend's mom, or the girl you see at the checkout line every day at Target when you're there. You'd be surprised how many people are in your life, and you have no idea if they're interested in a health and fitness journey because you've never asked them. But I know, and again, when I got started, that whole idea of in person and actually talking to people face to face terrified me. I am a huge introvert, and that would have been a deal breaker for me if that was the only way to build my business. Luckily, there is social media, so it was a lot less intimidating for me to start on social media. You can pick so many different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, Google Hangouts, Twitter. There's so many. And you can meet people and talk to people via messages, posting, and comments, things like that. It makes it a little bit less scary to begin with while you're getting started and building some confidence. And then you'd be surprised how easy it turns out to be to talk to people in person. So you will find people that are interested in joining you where you least expect it.
Okay, thanks, Jessica. John?
Okay, I'm John Tantillo. I've been a coach for just a little over 4 years. I run my business with my wife. We're both coaches. I got into the Beachbody programs about 5 years ago. I was 48 years old and feeling like crap. So I started with Insanity. And I was a customer for a whole year before my coach asked me to join him on his team. So, I learned the programs and had a lot of great results. And people were asking me at work, what I was doing. So it was just natural for me to become a coach. My wife and I were both professionals, engineers and managers. We spent 28 years in the workforce. And now we do this as our part-time, full-time endeavor. So what I mean by that is I couldn't make this full time, but I work maybe 4 to 5 hours a day on it. An hour or two in the morning, hour or two in the afternoon, an hour or two in the evening. But we really enjoy this, and we have a little bit of flexibility, and we don't have any children. So we can work this on our time. We can travel. We can do this when we travel. And my ultimate goal is to replace the income that we had before we quit work. And our income's going up every year. And eventually we're going to get to that point. Okay. Got the next slide coming up.
Yeah, you don't see it?
Yeah, I don't see it yet. Which one is it? Oh, here it is.
Rewards.
Yep, I got it. So when you join our team, there are a lot of things that you're going to get, and rewards is one of them. Besides monetary rewards like commissions, which I'll talk about in the next slide or two, there are trips that you can win. You can earn credits to go on trips with us in the team. There's recognition gifts. The company gives you little freebies and gifts, when you reach certain levels of achievement, either on a monthly basis or when you reach a new rank. There's a picture here that shows some of the clothing and bracelets and certificates you can get when you reach certain ranks. But there's also some rewards that are intangible. And one of those, I think Ariel mentioned earlier, the personal development. All coaches are encouraged to read personal development books and better themselves personally. And I know I'm a better person now because I'm a coach, because I probably read a couple dozen or more personal development books. And some of them have really stuck with me. And what I like to tell my coaches is, when you become a coach, you become a better person. And that's really one of the biggest rewards that people get out of being a coach. Okay. Which slide is this? Is this the how do we earn money?
Yes.
Okay. So how do we earn our money? There are really three different ways that we earn our income. Let's talk about the nitty gritty. The most basic way that we earn income is through direct commissions. As Greg mentioned earlier, if you sign up a customer who purchases an item from Team Beachbody through you, you earn a 25% commission on that. It works out to be on average 25% because once you get into the details, for some things the commission is higher, like 35 or 40%. For some things it's a little lower, like 15%. But on average, we earn 25% commission when people purchase things through us. Now, that's the basic form of income that all coaches are able to get. If you become a coach who now signs up people to become coaches below you and you start to grow your team of coaches, you earn what's called a team bonus. So not only are you getting commissions on your own retail sales, but you earn a fraction of the retail sales that your coaches are getting. And that's called a team bonus. It works out to be about 4 to 6% of their activity. So if you grow a large team of coaches, that 4 to 6% of their activity becomes a pretty significant chunk of your income. And finally, if you become a coach who now has leaders under you, and a leader would be a coach who has coaches, so you have like 3-4 levels of coaches below you, you now qualify for some big payments in the form of quarterly bonuses. And on the next slide, we show what kind of quarterly bonus money is possible there. If you become a coach and you have 5 leader coaches under you, which means they've reached a certain rank of diamond, you would have earned a quarterly bonus of $2,422. This is in the third quarter of 2016, and these bonuses are paid out every quarter. If you grow a team and you have 10 leaders, your quarterly bonus would have been $14,000. If you have 15 leaders under you, your quarterly bonus would have been $40,000. And it's actually better than that because those bonuses are cumulative. So if you end up growing a team that has 15 leaders in the quarter, this third quarter of 2016, you actually would have made $57,000 just in bonus alone. And that's separate from your commission and separate from your team bonus. And if you maintain that for the entire year, there's 4 payments, you could have made $100,000 or $200,000 just on these quarterly payments alone. Now, the disclaimer again is that, Team Beachbody doesn't guarantee that you'll ever hit any of these levels of income because it really depends on your own efforts, your diligence, and your skill. Me personally, I don't qualify for any of these yet, but I'm very close to getting the 2-star diamond bonus. Greg, he's qualified for some of these. Greg, I'm not sure what level you're at this point.
So I qualify for the 5-star and the 2-star. So every quarter I get about $3,500, which is a nice bonus from Beachbody.
That's great. And there are coaches that qualify for these higher level bonuses. It's definitely possible. Okay, so that's how we earn money. Besides earning money, because money is great, but what else can you expect from us? When you join our team, you're really joining a team. You're joining a team with Greg and Jessica and Ariel and all the other coaches that are on Team Engage. And we have about 1,500 coaches on our team. So you're going to get new coach training from us. We're the ones who sponsor the training. We have peer-to-peer training that we conduct on video calls and Facebook groups. We have team calls for training, team calls at your small team level, team calls at your large team level. There's no shortage of opportunities to get plugged in and connected to the rest of your team. There are team building events. There are regional meetings near where you live. There's an annual meeting in New Orleans in July that many of us are going to, and we're going to meet face-to-face there and do team building. We have our own private Facebook team group page where we talk every day on what's going on. And the last thing you get from us is recognition and accountability. If you join the team and you say, yeah, I want to do this, and you start disappearing, well, your coach or your coach's coach is going to come, sending you a message saying, hey, I thought you really wanted to do this. Do you want to continue with us? That's accountability. And if you do something really good, even if it's you have your very first customer, very first sale, we like to recognize that. We like to do a lot of public recognition. So the message here is that when you join, you're not just thrown into the wolves' den all by yourself. We and the rest of the team are there to kind of get you started, at least in your first 6 months. You get a lot of contact with us. Okay.
Okay, thanks, John. I'll just wrap up here. So everyone, who's on the call or watching this call later, you have two options. You can either remain a customer and pay full retail price for all your products, or you can become a coach and you can save 25% on everything that you're already buying, and you have the ability to earn money. So it's kind of a no-brainer, if you ask me. So how can you become a coach? So you can sign up to become a coach for free if you've ever purchased a challenge pack in the past, or if you're willing to purchase a challenge pack now when you become a coach. Now, if you haven't done a challenge pack in the past, or you're not willing, or you cannot do a challenge pack now, you have to pay a $39.95 coach sign up fee. Okay, so $39, not a huge amount of money, but obviously the best deal is to sign up with a challenge pack. I would recommend the all access challenge pack, because that gives you all access to every single program on Beachbody On Demand. Think Netflix for fitness. You get every single program that Beachbody has ever released available to you to stream on any device. So your phone, your tablet, your TV, your computer. It's an amazing deal. It's like $99 for the year, and they throw in Shakeology at the coach price, so that's an additional $100. So for $199, you get 30-day supply of Shakeology. You get every single program that you can check out or try out, or especially if you have people that ask you about a program that you haven't done before, you can just go on demand and you can check it out and tell them about it. Obviously, you get to try Shakeology. You also get the portion fix, so you get the containers and the meal plan and all that stuff that goes with it. So that's how I would recommend that you sign up. Just talk to your coach about how to get signed up. And as I mentioned before, there is a monthly coach fee of $15.95, and that covers your coach online office, which gives you everything that you need to run a small business or a big business. You get personalized email, you get free websites, you get a coaching website and a Shakeology website. You get marketing tools and tons of product information. You get training, customer service, technical support. So much stuff, even personal development. They provide everything that you need. So one last thing to mention is, if you are active military, or or you're married to someone who is active military, or you are a veteran, you can be a coach for free. You can sign up for free, and your monthly coach fee is free. It's waived. Okay, so Beachbody has a high respect for our military, and they provide this benefit to anybody who has served in the military or is serving in the military. You just need to, if you're a veteran, you just need to send in your DD 214, and feel free to talk to the person that invited you for more details on that. Finally, what to do in the next 24 hours. So I'd recommend, if you have more questions for the person who invited you, get on the phone with them. I'm sure they would be happy to talk to you about any concerns that you have. But we would love to see you join our team. We offer new coach training that happens every Monday night, and we would love to see you get started on our calls. But if anybody has questions right now, Elena, I think you could take yourself off mute and you could go ahead and ask if you have a question for us. Or I can unmute you. Elena, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Not right now, no.
Okay, great. So we just look forward to you joining our team, talk to the person who invited you, and I hope you have a good day then.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay. All right. Bye, Greg.